Steeler Nation, what's good? We're back at it for week two. I'm your host, Devon Lewis, and today we're going to be diving into the Seahawks and Steelers. Something quick and short, as we're literally less than 24 hours away from kickoff. Week one was a success. The most important thing is getting that dub, and we got that dub. We got that dub. Money Boss, boom for the win. Ramsey with the hit at the end. There's so many good plays. I loved it. I love watching it. What did the Steelers show us in week one that gives us confidence going into week two? Well, first and foremost, Aaron Rodgers still got it. Aaron Rodgers still got it. People are saying, he's out of his prime. He's an old man, yada, 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 all this crap about my QB. And I had faith in him. I had faith in him going in. And he came out and delivered. And I hope he just continues to deliver. I mean, that offensive side of the ball just looked confident and they just looked different. Like, even when we were down, they just looked like they were just so composed. Like, we were just going to go down there and get some points on the board. Like, I don't know. That whole game, I was worried about the defense more than offense. And that's not how it's used to being. Like, that's different. That's different. But seeing Rodgers just move that ball, get the ball in the end zone, throw a couple TDs. Like, he was looking really good. And the wide receivers, I mean, I knew that they weren't just gonna, try to hammer it into DK and focus on one guy. Rodgers literally spread that ball out to everybody. First touchdown, literally to our wide receiver five. Dude is probably not even on the scout scored. Like, Aaron Rodgers is doing everything to get everybody involved. And then the jet sweep, stop playing. Stop playing. That boy's a tight end looking like DK Metcalf. Jonnu Smith, boy. Wow. That big man can move. He can move. Like, that offense just looked very explosive. Obviously, a lot of things to clean up, which I was going to get into next. Some of the biggest adjustments that need to be made before going into this next week is the blocking. The blocking needs to be better. There's been a lot of talk about Jones, our left tackle, giving up sacks and not showing up. But honestly, it's a good sign that, Tomlin and Rodgers talk pretty highly of him in the post game. Like, they still have confidence in him. And if they have confidence in him, then I'm just like, all right, bad game maybe. Is he gonna step it up? I don't know, but if he don't fix it, then we gonna have to make some adjustments. Because Aaron Rodgers, every time he get hit, I'm holding my breath, literally, and hoping that he gets back up. And yeah, it's a scary sight. On the other hand, you got defense, and it really surprised me seeing the Jets move the ball with ease. Like, I'm talking about run after run after run. Jets felt so confident in the run one drive that they ran it all three times. First down, second down, third down. Like, we're just gonna run it down their throats. And we had no answer. Honestly, we had no answer. Like, even if we get a tackle for a loss one play, they come back and they rush for like 8 yards. Like, that just can't happen. That just can't happen. And we made big plays down the stretch. The defense, they got a couple stops, and obviously the stop to win the game. But it got to be better. It got to be better, or just teams are just going to be like, we're just going to run the ball. You got to force them to pass. I think that's another reason why I wasn't really spooked in that last possession when the Jets had the ball and trying to go put points on the board, because I was like, they're forced to throw the ball, and I think that we can handle them if we know that the pass is coming. If we know the pass is coming, we can prepare for it a little bit better. But if we don't stop that run, it's going to be a long season. And that's something that I didn't really think that it's going to be a really big issue for us, knowing that we have so many elite defenders. But I mean, they just manhandled us up front, and it just can't happen from here on out. So I feel like they're gonna have a bounce back game. We're home. We got that crowd on our backs. Terrible towels from me waving. I think we're gonna be looking good. I think the defense is gonna have a bounce back game. Now the real question is, will the offense continue to be successful? Will they continue to, put points on the board? Will they have another 30-point outing? I'd love to see that. Obviously, we made a little made a little move this last week, getting Peppers, and everybody's curious on how the addition to him will impact the secondary against the Seahawks. And I mean, from what Tomlin said, he's a football player first, and you gotta love that. He's not just a position player. He has to be here. Like I feel like you can use him anywhere, and that's kind of what Tomlin said. He can play safety, nickel. He can blitz off the edge, even impact the special teams. Like I feel like the Steelers always do a great job of just utilizing players, special teams, no matter what it is. Like you had our running back Gainwell force a fumble last game, which was so important to the game, and you need just dogs out there. And I just think he's just another dog added to the roster, if I'm being honest. And I think that the dude can just come in and make game changing plays. Now, do I know that he's going to get a lot of snaps? No. We're going to see that this week. But I mean, it's a good sign. That's a big dude. That's a big dude. But I'm interested to see how they use him. If they use him, if they go with Clark or Thornhill or whatever they decide to do. But I mean, I know the Steeler Nation is excited to have him. So I'm excited to see what he does when he is in the game. Definitely going to have an eye out for that. DK back playing against his old team. First game, obviously in Pittsburgh, but will DK have a big game against his, you know, old team? I'm interested to see how DK does. I think that he's gonna have at least 100 yards. I feel like he's gonna get two nice TDs in. I I just feel it. I feel like Rodgers is just gonna give him the ball, like really try to give him the ball in space and just let him work, let him work. And once DK gets going, it's gonna be hard to stop that big man. So I hope he don't like force it to where like he's making bad decisions. But I definitely would love to see DK get 7, 8 touches and obviously just watch him do his thing. Because even when we were giving him the ball early, screen pass, drag route, whatever, he was getting a lot of yards after he got the ball, and that was just great to see. Like I remember the very first drive, pass it to him underneath the sticks, third down, and flow right past dude. He went for like 15, 20. I don't know, remember, but it was just a nice play. I was just like, wow, that dude's a beast. But I do feel like DK is gonna have a big game against his old team, and I just think that I just have a good feeling that we're gonna come out and just set the tone early, especially us being home. I feel like if we defer, defense will come out, set the tone early with a big 3-and-out stop, and then I feel like offense is just gonna put points on the board. I don't think it's gonna be an easy cakewalk. The Seahawks are not top in their rankings. They are 29th in total offense yards, 25th in pass yards, 20th in run yards, 27th in points, only scoring 13 points against the Niners last week. But it's the first game of the season. You can't really go based off really stats until about like week 4, seeing all the trends. But there's no way that the Steelers can't easily come out and dominate this game. But it got to start with the defense, setting the tone, not looking raggedy on that run defense. And offense linemen just got to do better. Got to protect our old man back there, our captain, Aaron Rodgers, with everything we got. Honestly, I take some holding calls if it means protecting him. Like, seriously. Because he's proven he can sling it. He was slinging the ball, like, not even playing his 2 feet. Things that we've seen from Rodgers in his prime. And just let him do his thing. Let him work. And one of my bold predictions for week 2 is the defense is gonna have a bounce back game. Like I think they're gonna get a couple sacks up in there. I just sense a huge game for the defense. But I hope that doesn't mean that the offense falls off just because the defense comes to play. Like I really hope the offense matches the intensity of the defense. But I mean, going into week 2, like I said, there's a lot of things to improve. We're 28th in defense right now, allowing 394 yards. That's not a good look. 212 pass yards, which is 21st in the league. Allowing 182 run yards, 29th. That's terrible. That's terrible. Like our defensive stats is really not good at all, just at all. So that's why I think the defense is going to have a bounce back game. The offense really came out and didn't really surprise me, but I mean, it was like I said, it was just good seeing them come in and just put points on the board, look as confident as they did, Aaron Rodgers back there commanding, demanding shit. Like it was great to see. But coming in here after seeing week one, you gotta like what you saw. You gotta like what you saw. And Aaron Rodgers doing that play action pass, like that's a scary thing. We're gonna do a lot of play action pass. But if our offensive lineman ain't blocking, just pray for that man when he turn around after the fake. Because that's how they were getting their sacks sometimes. He go back there, fake it to the running back, turn around, boom. I was like, oh my gosh, bro. Lineman, hold up, please. Please hold up. But I mean, it's part of Aaron Rodgers' game, which makes the offense so explosive, which is why our run game needs to be better. But it starts with the lineman. The lineman, please, just block. Just block. If our linemen come together, we're gonna be a dominant offense. We're gonna be a dominant offense with Rodgers back there, Warren, our running backs get going, like open some holes for them. Come on now. Lock in, lineman. Please. Please. But all right, Steeler Nation. That's going to do it for this week's breakdown. Week 2 is here. The energy is high. And I can't wait to see how this squad, comes out against Seattle. If you're rocking with the pod, make sure you like, subscribe, and drop some predictions in the comments because I want to see and hear what y'all got to say about, the team and everything. I want to hear what y'all thinking. But until next time, I'm Devon Lewis, and this has been another session with Devon. But until next time, I'm Devon Lewis, and it was a great session with Devon. Let's get this dub tomorrow. I really feel like we should win this game by at least 10 points. Nothing against the Seahawks. I just feel like we're the more dominant team. Hopefully, the Steelers go out there and prove it, and we're going to be home for the first time, so everybody's just going to be hyped, ready to go. I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to be waving my towel in my living room. But I'm ready to see what tomorrow brings us. I really am.